We open our English textbook and find a tablet. All in all, knowledge is power. Mark the size of a tablet on book board twice. Leave some space for a spine. Score the spine lines with a utility knife and fold up the cover. Use double-sided tape to attach color paper to the spine. Print out a book cover and cut it out. Attach it to the front and back of the cardboard cover. Prepare pieces of flat rubber. Put your tablet in the cover. Mark the corners and fasten rubber band loops to them. Insert your tablet into the loops. I can learn a lot of new information with this textbook. For example, all the hottest news from Facebook, and I will complete all the levels in a new game. Sometimes books are useful. The most important thing is that the teacher doesn't suspect anything. Why is Miss Smith crying? Is she reading our "What do I want to be when I grow up" essays? Or maybe she has something more interesting hidden in her notebook. Is it an e-book reader? Take a thick notebook and make a hole in it to fit the size of an e-reader. Cut out the pages to fit the depth of the device. Put in the e-reader and close the notebook. What is going on with the teacher? She has made no remarks for 10 minutes. Miss Smith is so deep in her novel that she doesn't even pay attention on her students. Such an exciting plot. It's a pity that the chapter is over and the teacher keeps on making her comments. What is it? Tape? No, it's a great stash for my earphones. Take apart a dispenser and remove the tape. Wind earphones around the reel and close the dispenser. I take my earphones out of my stash and put them into my ears sneakily. My friend looks at me totally confused. My earphones aren't plugged in. She thinks that I put on earphones to listen to the silence or not to hear the teacher. Nope, my MP3 player is hidden in a safe stash. Cut a screw part off a used glue stick. Take out the plastic stick. Turn over the screw detail. Clean the tube and attach it. You will get a hole in the center. Pass an earphone plug through it inside. Take it out from the opposite side and plug it into your MP3 player. Put the player into the tube and close with a cap. I put the earphones into the glue. Let the music play. But my neighbor looks at me with musical envy. She hears her favorite song in my earphones and decides to turn me in. Miss Smith is quite a music lover. She takes away the glue together with the player. It's great that I had time to hide my earphones into a tape dispenser. Miss Smith takes a close look at what she's got. A player in a glue stick? We will name it Gluer. The teacher doesn't mind listening to music either. She hopes to hear Bach's classical sonatas and takes out her high-tech earphones that look like a pencil. Mark 1-inch marks on each side of a pencil. Cut it off and cover the pieces with acrylic paint. Color the end white and add a silver line. Make it look like an eraser at the end of a pencil. Hot glue the pencil pieces to the back side of your earbuds. Miss Smith turns the music on. Oh my gosh, it sounds unbearable. I can't believe that my cute girl students can listen to such hard music. It actually feels like a pencil got stuck in your head. I'll say, Miss Smith doesn't know much about modern music. Every first grader knows that no phone is allowed in class. And it turns out exactly in class that I have to check new likes and my friend has to listen to a new track immediately. But Miss Smith watches us like a hawk. No phones during her class. We will have to disguise our devices as school supplies. A phone with a calculator is old hat already, but we have a calculator with a cell phone. Unscrew a calculator that no longer works. Take out a processor and a keyboard. Trace a silicone phone case on a piece of a foam rubber sheet. Put the calculator on it and trace the holes. Cut it out. Attach the foam rubber detail to the keyboard and glue it to the phone case. Put your phone inside. The blue-eyed girl pretends that she completes a task, but in fact, she calculates the percentage of new followers on her Instagram page. But when Miss Smith wants to make a remark, she has nothing to pick on since there's a calculator in her hands. I need a notebook to take notes. I open it and see that there is my friend's phone hidden inside. Take it back! There is a message for you. Open a notebook and put your phone in it. Trace it with a pencil. Fasten the sheets with paper clips. Cut out a hole across the outline, making it deep enough to fit in the phone. Put your device into the notebook. The blue-eyed girl checks her phone. All of a sudden, the phone is ringing. Well, holding a notebook is not very comfy. On the other hand, you can safely play games. Miss Smith definitely won't notice anything. Paper notebooks are always allowed in class. Miss Smith's workplace is always well organized. There's even a calendar so that she doesn't miss anything. For example, a release of a new romance novel. Miss Smith has already downloaded it into her e-reader. Make marks on bookboard to fit in an e-reader. Score the folding lines with a knife. Mark the size of the e-reader. Cut out a frame. Fold up the board to make a triangular-shaped stand. Fasten the base. Decorate the back of the book with color paper. Use double-sided tape to attach calendar sheets to it. Decorate the frame with color paper. Put in the e-reader. An e-reader disguises as a calendar. Miss Smith is absorbed into reading the third chapter. Finally, there is a description of the main character of the book. It's not just a man, it's a dream! Miss Smith is head over heels in love with him. He is the hero of her dreams. She may feast her eyes upon him forever. It's a pity that men like him do not teach at our school. The students shouldn't laugh at her. They'd better open up their textbooks and bone up on verbs. Miss Smith keeps up with modern technologies as well. She likes taking selfies on the background of the blackboard with the hashtag #ILoveMyJob. But the class has already started and a perfect photo still isn't taken. It's great that she has a flower stash. Cut a foam plastic ball in half. Cut out a hole for a selfie stick in one half. Hot glue this half to the bottom of a flower pot. Put a selfie stick in it. Stick some springs with artificial flowers around it. The teacher puts her phone into a selfie stick and starts her math photo shoot. Miss Smith strikes her best poses. We hope that the PE teacher will check out her blooming look on these photos. Oh, the class is so boring! Miss Smith can make anybody fall asleep. The blue-eyed girl suggests some entertainment. She takes out her pencil case. Does she really think we are going to draw? Very fascinating. But it's not all about markers. The true value of the pen case is a PlayStation. Take a piece of thick felt. Mark off the middle and hot glue a rubber band to hold your school supplies. Mark the size of your PlayStation on the other side. Hot glue a rubber band and put in your PSP. Roll up the case. Attach a leather string. Wind it around the case a couple of times. Decorate the felt with figures or other embellishments. Once my friend sees my PlayStation, she starts arguing right away. Who will be the first to play? Miss Smith comes up at once when she hears us screaming. She has a good nose for the forbidden fun. Redhead takes revenge on her friend for being greedy and turns in the blue-eyed girl. The game seems to be over for the girls today, though it's just begun for Miss Smith. But the blue-eyed girl has a plan of how to take her PlayStation back. She will distract the teacher with an unusual pen. Tuck the earphone cord into a wide cocktail straw. From one side, there's a plug sticking out, and from the other, there are your earbuds. Wind a velvet ribbon around the straw and hot glue. Decorate the earphones with foam rubber flowers. The blue-eyed girl offers the flower pen to Miss Smith. Bingo! The teacher takes out the earphones and forgets about everything. It's a perfect time to take the PlayStation from under her nose. But Miss Smith is not even disappointed. She quickly plugs the earphones in her phone and listens to her favorite collection of Remix on Rock and Roll School by Ramones. A class of arts and crafts. I wish I made a phone from modeling clay, or I'd better take out mine, but the teacher may notice it easily. It's great that my friend's taking care of a stash. Take some bars of modeling clay out of the middle of the package. Mark the size of the empty space and cut out a piece of scrapbooking cardboard to fit in. Cover the space for the phone with the cardboard. Put in the device and close the box. The package of modeling clay is a perfect place to hide your phone, and if the teacher notices something, you can swipe the lid quickly. Keep smiling and modeling. My pencils are ringing! Oh yeah, it's my new phone case! It is made using pencil technique, and Miss Smith doesn't even suspect anything. Attach colorful pencils to a plastic phone case. They disguise my phone perfectly. I should be careful not to mix them up and not to put my new phone case into the pencil box. But even if you mix things up, you can easily draw with this case. But Miss Smith is an experienced hacker. She has her own stash. It's a binder with a netbook. Let's see whose photos the PE teacher likes. Take out a clip of a ring binder. Put in a netbook. Add a rubber band of an appropriate size and fasten it to the edges of the binder. Print out a label and insert it into a spine pocket. Miss Smith wants to watch her favorite TV series while her students are busy taking a test. At first, the teacher is excited by the plot. Then, fatigue takes over and Miss Smith falls asleep. It's a great opportunity to swipe the netbook and find out all of her secrets. The mission's complete! Now we will find out what's in Miss Smith's secret binder. But the dragon wakes up all of a sudden. The teacher figures out right away what's happening and who is responsible for it. The girls fail to conceal the evidence of the crime, even behind a notebook. Miss Smith takes her netbook with all the secrets back to their place. Art class has never been so interesting. It's because a PSP is hidden in our paint case. Take an appropriate elongated box. Turn it over and hot glue watercolors to the bottom of the box. Cut out the lid of the box and hot glue a strip of foam rubber sheet to it. Fasten the lid to one side of the box. Put in a PSP and turn the case over so that the paints are on top. You may play with your PSP in this case right during the class and no one will notice. This is what we call coloring life brightly, except that Miss Smith watches us like a hawk. She finds our stash. Bad luck! She confiscates the PSP. Then she takes advantage of her position and starts playing assassin. She loses. What a bummer! Need some energy to recharge? Let's charge with coffee. But this cup is not for me. It's for my phone. Put a power bank with a charging cord into a thermocup. Pass the cord outside through the hole for drinking. Attach your phone to the cup using 2 rubber bands. Connect the cord to the phone. I take out my thermocup and connect my phone to it. My friend suggests fastening it with rubber bands. Now we can watch videos and our classes will pass faster. While Miss Smith is busy with her Snapchat, we may take out our books. I've got a regular boring textbook, but my friend has got a pretty soft cover with a netbook inside. Take bookbinding board and cut out a piece to fit the side of the netbook, adding some space for the spine. Score the spine lines and bend the cover along them. Wrap the cover with a foam rubber sheet. Hot glue the edges. Decorate the back with the golden foam rubber. Hot glue a white zipper along the edge to let the book-shaped case zip. Fold the ends of the zipper inside. Hot glue the white foam rubber with rounded corners to the inside of the cover. Attach it to the spine too. Put in the netbook. Mark where you'll attach fasteners. And hot glue rubber bands to all of the corners. Cut the letter B and strips out of the black foam rubber sheet. Hot glue them to the golden spine. Decorate the case with golden paint. Draw a frame like the one on the regular book cover. Write a title. Fasten the netbook inside and zip it up. The blue-eyed girl spends the entire class looking into her netbook. The most important thing is to turn around the book when the teacher is looking at her. But Miss Smith is so deep in her favorite subject that she doesn't notice anything around her. Excellent! A book cover is a perfect disguise for a netbook when it's in class. We repeat after our teacher and hide a netbook in a binder too, except that we have one little advanced detail. It's a memory stick with a movie hidden in a pencil sharpener. Open the cylindrical container of a big pencil sharpener. Attach a flat memory stick of an appropriate size to the sharpener. The blue-eyed girl doesn't understand why I need a pencil sharpener for my netbook. I reveal my secret to her. It's a flash drive. All of my favorite movies will always be with me. We can watch a new episode of Game of Thrones right in class. It's getting way too cold in class. It's great that Redhead took a scarf along. It will not just warm you up, it will also help you hide an MP3 player. Cut out a silhouette of a rabbit head with ears from cardboard. Trace it on pink fleece. Cut out 2 details with some allowance. Sew them together. Leave a small hole and turn the rabbit right side out. Fill the toy with hollow fiber filling. Sew the hole. Draw eyes and a nose with a black marker. Decorate an ear with a button. Attach Velcro to the back. Sew the toy to the scarf. Attach only side parts and the bottom of the muzzle. Leave the top loose. This will be a pocket. Sew the other part of the Velcro to the scarf opposite the fastener on the rabbit. Put in the player and fasten the Velcro. Redhead puts the player into the rabbit, pulls the earphones under the scarf, and enjoys the music. Beyoncé's voice is definitely better than Miss Smith's. The blue-eyed girl tries to tell something to her neighbor, but she doesn't hear. Excellent! She has a life hack too. She puts her MP3 player into the pocket of her shirt, winds the cord, and hides it under her hair. The sitting dances begin. Redhead has the easiest way to hide a tablet. It needs no cutting or gluing. Put a tablet into a paper folder with a rubber band. The girls are watching their favorite video right during the class, but Miss Smith wants to watch the movie too. The show begins right in the middle of the math class. The teacher's gotten so enthralled by the video that she forgets about forbidden devices in class. This is what we call interactive learning.